Welcome back to another Animal Crossing video, and today we are going to Photoshop and face swap some characters. So what better way to do it than to pick one of the most popular characters of all time and mix him with one of the least popular characters of all time. So these are the two we're going to start with today, and then I'll go into the community tab and check out to see what you guys suggested. So first thing we gotta do, I think I'm gonna leave Raymond's hair on his character, but I'm gonna totally bring Barreld's beard face. This luxurious face of his, right? And we want to grab the glasses as well. But we don't actually need this top bit, so we're actually going to leave it. I would even go as far to say we don't need this section right here, but we do want to make sure we grab his mouth. So we're going to just copy and paste it. And then we'll do the same for Raymond, where we'll grab his main features, which is his glasses, and his nose, and his mouth. And I don't need it to be 100% perfect, because we're going to end up color fixing it, and I'd rather have too much than not enough. That's always like a good rule of thumb when you're trying to copy something over, right? So we'll copy, Control-C, and Control-V. Okay, so here's the fun part where we get to grab this, and we'll move the face layers up top, and then we'll grab this, just like that. So it's a little messy right now. Let's focus on Barreled Raymond. So one thing we have to do is we have to fix Barreld's face. I'm gonna remove his beard because Raymond doesn't have a beard. We'll resize this to fit better. But to do that, we have to remove all of this stuff. So we just want to make him have like a blank face. So we're gonna rasterize these layers. And I'm gonna duplicate it just so I have the original layer down here. I always try to keep the original. Same with this one. So hide this one and put these in a folder. Put the extras in a folder. I'm gonna try using the content aware. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't. So we're just gonna try to grab some of this. So one way to make it a little easier on ourselves basically is we're gonna take his beard, copy paste it in place, so we actually have a second thing, but we're gonna adjust the color. So we're gonna hit Control 3 and then Control M. And so what I want to do is take the value of this and try to make it like the value of the dark spot and make it match this one. So we're gonna brighten it up so it's basically matching, and you can still see some lines, but we'll adjust that after. We can always clean that up. So the red looks pretty good. Control 4 brings you to the green channel, so we'll boost the green up. See, that's too light, you can still see the beard. We basically want the beard to be invisible. Kind of like when you're checking your game and it tells you like, make the logo barely visible. That's what we want to do, but with this color. Control 5, Control M, boost it up, just about there. So now we'll go back and check all of the channels. They look pretty good. There's a few lines that'll show up here, but for the most part, it actually should match his face, just like that. So I'm gonna just use the stamp tool along here to kind of fill out, kind of mess right here. So we'll just take that and go down. I feel like this is more of a how-to face swap than a just face swap, which is kind of fun, actually. So that's good, but we need to hide his glasses because if we put Raymond's face over it, we can still see him. So we're actually going to duplicate this layer. I can just like kind of grab all the spots all in here, go around the mouth, and we'll hit Shift F5, and that should kind of fill it in a little bit. Oh, fill is at 50%. There we go. And then we're gonna go around here. And what we're gonna do with this selection is we are going to do the same thing, but it won't probably cover up the, yeah, that's kind of messy. Actually, we could just stamp tool it, that would be easier. So we're just gonna grab his hair from the bottom, and we'll do current and below. That's the trick for the stamp tool sometimes. That's beautiful. No face. I don't like him with no face. It's okay, because we're adding Raymond's face on it. Okay, so... so I like it. I'm gonna change this color. Let's see if we can just do it the old-fashioned way, where we go to control... We can just do it manually this way. It's a little hard to see. It's mostly this, the blue channel. He's a little too blue. We just gotta fit. His forehead has like a little bit of a crease here. But yeah, that works really well. I didn't even have to erase this part. I mean, you can still see a little bit that it's here, but we can always go through with our eraser tool and then make sure it's a soft eraser and just kind of clean up a couple of the spots where they're a little messy. I love him. Now we got Raoul all set. We'll call him Raymond or Raoul. Would it be Raoul or Raymond? Raoul. I guess Raymond because it starts with a B. Raymond. So now we get to work on this glorious boy over here. And we're gonna grab his face and bring it on down. Here we go. So now we get to drag. We're gonna kind of reshape his face a little bit to fit. It's pretty close actually. But I want his bangs in here, so we want to make sure that his face still fits under his bangs, right? All right, we're on the right track. All right, so now let's hide his face so we can cover up this face. This is where it gets a little tricky because his glasses are so big compared to Raoul's. There's not a lot of stuff to work with, but some of this we can just easily content to wear away. See how it kind of like mushes it a little bit? So I guess what we could do is just kind of like try to fill it in the best we can. But his gradient on his fur is like a little tricky too, because see how there's like a lighter bit down here? This is for fun. It's not really for anything specifically. We're just kind of having a good time because, you know, who doesn't want to see their favorite characters mutilated? Okay. So I need to grab his bangs again because we kind of goofed him up by coloring over him a little, but that's not a big deal. We can just do this. That's fine. I want his bangs in front of his hair, like that. Okay. I'm going to do my good old Control 3. I'm going to try to make this color match. It's a little hard to see though. I think we need to boost the red, boost the green a tiny bit, and boost the blue definitely. And this is all me eyeballing it. I don't really have a good way to explain how to do it. That's too green. So we need to reduce the green. I feel like if we reduce the green a little bit, bump up the blue more, that'll look a little more accurate, and then maybe even reduce the red a smidge. He has a little bit of awkward spots up here, but I think that's okay. So we need to stretch out this part a little bit more. So let's do the Control T. So here is the original and the face swapped version. I could use a little cleanup over here and over here, but overall I think you get the idea of what they would look like. Very different. Raoul actually looks pretty darn cute, I'm not gonna lie. Raymond looks like he had some really tough programming time in his office and might have struggle bus. But there we go. There's Raymond and Raoul for you. Let's pick a new characters to do. Okie dokie. Here's the next one, which was Rodney's face on Raymond and Raymond's face on Rodney. So we're just gonna. I actually already have his face, which makes it a little easier, so we can turn this on. I just duplicated this one from the previous one. And look at that, we're already easing our way in. We want to make his eyes probably match this blue, and then I'll probably go in and erase this color here. So we'll just place that right about there. I think that looks pretty good. But we gotta erase his mouth and stuff, so stamp it out. Stamp tool. I'm gonna leave his freckles because I feel like his freckles are really cute. Contrary to most people, I actually really like Rodney. I find his design kind of endearing. Alright, check it out. Ready? I don't know how that happened. That's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Blessed this day. This is looking great, guys. We're doing great. It's not looking strange at all. Don't even worry about it. This is not a cursed image. Truly, one-of-a-kind work of art. He looks a little blobby. I think I want to try to, like, grab some of this and just, like, fix it by content wearing because it does such a better job than I do. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We'll just fix this little part. This part's a little weird. Look at it. It's doing such a better job. Now, we turn on this little part right there. And we'll just go in and erase here. Just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah! I love this song, but hate this image. Okay, so now we gotta make this part match here. Because I'm gonna have it drooping for whatever reason. So we're gonna go and drop this way down. Drop this down a little bit, not too much. And blue is basically gonna drop pretty far down, I bet. The blue is a little off. It's a little too blue. It needs more green. So we're gonna boost the green a little bit. Drop the red. There. Look at him in all his glory. Alright, now let's put Rodney on Raymond. Actually, we can grab, since we already got rid of his face previously, so we'll just reuse this. I need to clean up this part though. There you go. And now... Oh my god! So let's try to make his, this color kind of match his gray. So we're just going to... Let's shrink his face down just a smidge. Change the colors. So we'll go into our handy dandy thing to make it easier to see. It's a little off-putting, but that's fine. And so we'll just, Actually, you know what? I kind of liked it with the... If we can make it match... How about we try to make it match his ear color? Like his eye... Because see how Rodney's matches his ears? Let's try to make this match his ears instead. So we'll actually boost it. Boost the red. So they just blend a little... It's not a huge amount, but it just goes a little bit closer to his eyes, right? Beautiful. So now we gotta turn on... And there you go! Tin's grinning at me. I feel like his mouth could be a little bit higher, though. That's my only thing that I'm like, it's a little off-putting, but I also, like, love it. So I'm gonna scooch his mouth up just a little bit. Oh, yeah. That's it. That is 100% it. There you go. Alright. There's Rainey and Rodmond. Enjoy. So now, for everybody's dreamies, Raymond and Judy, right? We'll start by grabbing her face. Her beautiful, majestic eyes. So again, I'm just going to grab the one I already made for Raymond, just because it's easier. And we will... we will rotate this a little bit and warp. I'm gonna actually do perspective. I think that'll be easier, just to fix the perspective a little bit. Am I a pretty girl? I think his mouth could be a little bit darker. Just in general, the whole thing could be a little bit darker. Just adjust it a little bit, bring the colors down a little bit so they fit more in line with like his paws. That looks pretty good. There, that fits a lot better, I think. And then of course we need his hair back. There you go. Beautiful. He's beautiful. Now it's time to put Raymond's face on Judy. Judy Ray. I don't know, it's kind of creepy. Sometimes I'll turn the opacity down so I can line it up a little better. And then we'll use the perspective to kind of stretch it that way. And then shrink it down just a smidge. Perfect. So now, I think the easiest way to go about this is to try to stamp out her eyes. That sounds like really violent. Unintentionally violent. It's a little terrifying, but it's not terrible. Okay, there we go. So now we want to put her right about here, and we are going to change the color of the inside of this to match the white. I think I'd rather just erase the inside of here though. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this and this and this. It's like you can't see her eyes all of a sudden. That's okay. We'll add some eyeliner or something to kind of separate it a little bit. That's actually not too bad. I kind of want to make her glasses pink. So let's do that. Let's make her glasses pink. I guess right about here. Then we'll add a little bit of blue. It's close to the color. Let's make it a little bit easier on ourselves so we can try to match it. So it has to just be a more bright red. And this has to be a little less green, or a little more green. And then this can be a little more blue. Her eyes are, you're right, her eyes are going off her face. Let's fix that a little bit. And then I feel like we need just like a little bit of like eyeliner underneath, because her eyes are kind of blending in with the background a little bit. Is that too goth? Maybe if we take like this color and then like go like this. Oh yeah, that's nice. There you go. There. Jude and Rudy. Rudy. This is beautiful. Here's before and after. I'm glad we changed her glasses to pink. I feel like that fits a little bit better. On to the next one. Next up is Cookie and Raymond, because, you know, why not? This will be interesting because her face shape is very different than his face shape, so I'm interested to see how it'll translate over. Reiki. So to start, I will grab Cookie's facial features, and now we can grab her face. I'm gonna leave her eyebrows. I feel like her eyebrows should stay, since Raymond's hair is staying. We really just want to grab the facial features, right? And clean that up after the fact. And we'll just drag her over. We'll just grab Raymond's empty face again. I feel like it's just easy to do that since we have the template. Why not use it, right? Beautiful. Okay. So we need her eyes to be in a more normal place. Her eyes also are kind of warping around here, so we're just gonna try to like re-warp it, I guess. Scooch these out a little bit. And then her nose is definitely gonna have to be smaller on Raymond, unfortunately. So go like this. And so she has, see how there's like a lot of red around here? We're gonna change that so it's more blue. And we can actually probably just do this ourselves by eyeballing it, by reducing the red and then boosting the green and blue a little bit. Can't forget the bangs. And then we will reduce the color on this. I actually want the nose to match the tail more. So we'll go into here and drop it down. Pretty dark, a little bit darker here. Blue is actually fine. If anything, I could actually boost the blue a little bit. And then we'll just drop all of the colors a little bit more. It's still too red for the eyes though. Let's drop the red all the way down. There. Okay, there you go. And now we get to do the fun part, which is ruin Cookie's face forever. So I'll use content aware for this one. So Shift F5. I got rid of a lot of it, but it's still a little, it looks like we just ripped off stickers again. So we're going to stamp like that. Okay, so now we're gonna hide her eyes. That looks awful. I love it. There's something so joyful about just completely ruining characters. See, that $30,000 degree was not for nothing. Well, money well spent. There's a reason I paid off my student loans, and it's this. Alright, we got an empty cookie face. It still looks really scary, but I mean, I guess I could try to smooth it out a little bit, like that. Now that it's not trying to grab all the weird stuff on the inside of it. Alright, now, boop, here we go. So we're gonna have to move her mouth way down, because her mouth is usually super far down. So we're gonna, what that? I have to scooch it all the way down here. I'll make it a little bigger too. There's still a little bit of a perspective issue going on. There we go. Oh, she actually looks real cute. Let's make her glasses like this color. So let's just try changing her whole eye color, actually. I feel like that would be kind of fun to do something a little different. File, image, adjustment. Oh, she looks so cute. That's not even what I meant to do. Ooh. I like that this eye matches her dress. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. She looks so cute. Oh my god. Raymond looks awful, but Cookie looks really cute. All right, let's hide these. We'll look at the originals. and then the new ones. What do you think? I think Cookie looks really cute. I mean, Cookie's cute normally, but that's actually a really good look for her. She can pull off anything. Beautiful. We did good, guys. Good job. All right, next is Audi and Raymond. This is the only picture that was facing forward that I found of her, but I think it'll work. But yeah. So again, I'm gonna use that kind of template we have of Raymond to make it easier for myself, and so we can get more villagers done in one video. She doesn't really have a mouth. I'm very curious how how to do this mouth part. Like, she has a mouth, it's just not like there, you know? Should we just grab this whole like yellow bit? Maybe that would work. Because since you can't really see her mouth normally. I think that's the only way we could go about it, right? I need to fix the perspective a tiny bit. You know, it's not as bad as I was thinking. I think if we blend this a little bit, so let's like turn this to like 50% and just kind of blend it together. Kind of change the color a little bit too. So there we go. Let's try changing the color and also get rid of the nose. We'll have to do the nose separately as well. So maybe what we should do... There. Now we don't have to worry about the eyes as much. And we can grab the nose on top of that and then place it. Paste it again. Now Raymond has pink eye. Now we can try hue shifting this to be more pink. Okay. This is fine. What have I done? Maybe it should have been white to kind of go here, but I kind of think the pink is really... Because you know why I don't like the pink? The pink looks like he shaved right here, and it makes him look really fleshy. So maybe that was a bad idea. Let's go back. There. That looks way better already. How's that? Alright, now we get to do her. Oh boy. I think it'll be easier on Audi to give him her Raymond stuff. Alright. Here it is. So we'll just shrink it down a little bit. Gonna grab this. Alright, so we're gonna hide these so we can kind of fill out all of this nonsense. Glasses combo. The double glasses. That was actually pretty harmless. And then we should give her new glasses as well. I liked the hue shifting of the glasses. I kind of like how the green matches her hair a little bit. And like this eye matches her. I like that. I think that looks good. Give her a nosy back. We just gotta smooth out this bit right here. I don't know what happened to my background, but there we go. There it is! Her nose needs to be a little bit, there we go. There's something off-putting about it, and I can't put my finger on it. But I think that's pretty good. It looks like she's, oh, it looks cuter for their lower down, actually. I think I'll leave them lower, instead of being like way up here. Just kind of scooch it. Yeah, it's not bad. And, you know, even though the perspective is like a little bit off, it's not as awful as it could be, right? So, let's do a before and after. Here's before. And after. Good job, everybody. We did it. Alright, one last one, and I'm gonna pick the last one here. We're gonna bring in my boy. Here you go. Well, everybody always wanted to see Raoul with Raymond. What more could you ask for? Raoulman? That's not right. There we go. It's got Raymond's glasses here. And just circle it around. I don't know how we're gonna do his mouth and beak. Do we leave the beak? And do we bring it over? Or and have a cat bird? Or do we leave the mouth? I didn't really think about this one too much. I just wanted to face swap them. I think we should just like swap the whole face. Swap the beak and mouth, yeah. Because we've been swapping the mouth, so. So we'll grab our Raymond template again. Make our lives a little easier. So, let's grab our buddy here. Buddy. Changing villagers for no reason. Nobody asked for this. Oh my goodness. This looks amazing. It definitely looks like something. I kind of love, I don't want to change anything. I kind of love, even with the, I was gonna make the yellow like a different color, but I think I just like it the way it is. I ship it. All right, now we get to change Raoul here. It's done. Beautiful. All right, that was pretty quick. We're just gonna right there. It's fine. So we'll show the before. There we go. You know, standard looking couple of Animal Crossing characters. I kind of absolutely love the way Raymond looks with these eyes. I think it's just the greatest. Like, Raoul is fine. He looks kind of bland, I guess, for lack of a better term. But he's fine. But this is just glorious. Rodmond is beautiful. Next up, we're gonna bring in Dom, this joyful boy. Because who wouldn't want to see him wearing Raymond's glasses, right? Rudy. So let's get started with this one. Because I don't think we've done a sheep yet. So we'll put on our Raymond template. And then this one will be Dom Ray. So we are gonna grab, I'm gonna duplicate this layer so I don't lose it later. Grab his mouth and his eyes and his nose. I think I'm gonna leave the eyebrows. I've been leaving the eyebrows. We're gonna leave the eyebrow. Did we leave the eyebrows for Cookie, actually? Yeah, we did. So, bring him on over. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Monka. Just drop this down. Bring down that red. There we go. We'll even drop the green a little bit, too. And then the blue as well. Bring the red way down, actually. Perfect. I don't even know what to do about his eyes. His eyes definitely, I honestly don't know what to do to fix the shape, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. We can cut, maybe if we squish them a little bit, you know? Maybe if we... I kinda like him like that! Oh, yes, that's it. Right there. Beautiful. There's one other thing I want to try just in case. Okay, that looks a little bit more normal, right? That's not bad. I feel like it's a little squared off, but I feel like it works for him, so we're just gonna leave it right there. I think we just need to change the perspective because this one is still a little slanted over. Beautiful! He's perfect! He's beautiful just the way he is. Okay, good. We're doing great. And now we get to grab, yes, our favorite face that we have to keep for everything. We're gonna unlock this, and we will do a little... Tom, where did your eyes go? We don't know. Perfect. Why does... I kind of love it. Put it way down here. The problem is his eyes have to be really small because otherwise they kind of like cut out onto his wool. And then we'll put his mouth right here. He looks like a sad hippie. So I think we gotta change his hue shift for his eyes to fit better with him a little bit. Let's do that. Ooh, yeah. It goes with the tie-dye. Perfect. Just what we all wanted to see. His face looks so much happier. It's funny how you change the mouth and the eyebrows like make him look like really sad. I like that the green matches with this and the blue matches with the tie-dye, and it just contrasts really nice. Before and after. Okay, one more. We have to do it. We have to. You didn't know we needed to, but we have to. Hazel's so cute. I don't care what anybody says. I love her little cheeks and her mouth and her eyes. Even her eyebrow just works really well. Gonna grab the glasses here. Make my life a little easier. That is the wrong thing. There it is. All right, we got the glasses. Uni wow every time. So we'll grab our Raymond template again, make life easier. And here we go. Now we're ready to go. So we'll rasterize this layer and we'll just start grabbing her features here. I guess we'll leave the blush. We don't need the blush here. Do we want the blush? Nah, we'll just grab the mouth and stuff. There's a lot of red in it, so I'm gonna drop the red down. So what we'll do is we'll make it match the color. So we'll go into control, drop this red down, drop the green down a little bit, and the blue is actually pretty close to where I want it. Too much green still, so I think we're gonna drop the green a little bit more, like that. I think his teeth are a little too red, so we're just gonna grab this. And we'll grab the nose too. And we'll just reduce the red amount in here by boosting the green and the blue. Also, Dom, what are you doing here? Get out of here, Dom. Trying to steal Hazel's thunder. There we go. He actually looks pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Raoul and Raymond. I kinda like it. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so now, on the Hazel side, get rid of her eye. Get rid of her other eye. Get rid of her little mouth. We're gonna keep the blush. Beautiful! Alright. Let's adjust her colored glasses. I kind of love her all the time. She's just great. There, beautiful. I kind of like the eye size too. I don't think I'm gonna change it. Well, this has been a very productive day. We'll do our before and afters. Before, after. Well, I'd say that's been a pretty good run. We got a lot of these done, and now you know what Raymond could look like in multiple different ways, and what other people would look like with Raymond's glasses and face. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!